whatever you want in these. If
Which is like really important too, of making sure your designs are right, or your process of cutting is right. Because if you cut too much, start all over.
Yep, and then it's expensive.
And then it gets expensive.
Okay. All right, so on to okay. Wait, one thing.
Yeah.
You gave advice to me and the school. We should get double down on the lathe and the mill.
Yeah.
And keep the connection between the SolidWorks and the actual machining by hand, doing it for the hand, But what would you say to a junior or senior that's just starting to think about engineering? Or what would you say to yourself, right, from like sophomore year? What would you tell yourself? You're like Adrian.
Yeah.
What are you doing, sophomore?
Yeah.
Talk to Adrian from sophomore year. What would you say? Anything?
I think I in the earlier parts of high school too. I think I wasn't active enough in things outside of class.
Okay.
And I think that's very important in high school and in college as well.
Mm-hmm.
Classes. They give you a small percentage, I think, of learning.
Okay.
They give you enough information to just do what you have to do, and that's it.
Right.
Where when you start to learn outside of your classes, that's where all of I think the most of your knowledge comes from.
Like, what do you mean by like a club?
Either
either
a club, or you self-teach yourself, teach a skill, or self-teach a type of topic. Maybe you're interested in cars, maybe you're interested in boats or bridges or buildings. Look at the history of it. Look at what was done before, what can be done in the future. Get yourself excited of what is to come.
Yeah.
And I think if you do that, you start to find yourself addicted to learning this.
Yeah.
And it kind of pushes you to just do so much better.
That's great.
So I think when I was in high school, that kind of started to come into me my last year when I was there. But I wish I had that ability, 2 years before that.
Okay. Okay. And it's never too early to start, right?
It's never too early to start. I mean, you can, you can be in elementary school and learn very basic things.
Mm-hmm.
How pens work, how very minimalistic mechanical things work.
Mm-hmm.
I did a teaching at NJIT of 3D printing to a bunch of high schoolers from, I believe it was from 9th grade to 12th grade.
Okay.
I think it was the whole of high school.
Uh-huh.
And just teaching them simple mechanics.
Yeah.
And a lot of them had no idea that this stuff existed.
Right.
So I think that's important.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just make sure the camera's still rolling. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so now let's bring it to the current situation. What is the Solar Car team?
Yes. So, this is a big one.
Yeah.
What we do is we kind of copy the same format as Baja and Formula. Uh-huh. It's just we're not with the Society of Automotive Engineers. It's like its own entity.
All right.
This is also a worldwide stage. There's 2 different races, one in the U.S., one in Australia. We're just doing the U.S. because it's very expensive to illustrate.
Yeah.
So we have the design, build, and then we race a solar-powered car.
Nice.
It's a full-size vehicle.
Whoa.
So,
really?
Yeah, full-size vehicle. There's 2 classes. You have the Challengers and the Cruisers. The Challengers is what we're doing. Okay. So that is the tabletop-looking type of cars that you see with just a solar panel on top.
I'm looking at your logo.
Yeah,
and it basically looks like
a silhouette of
that. The top of a stingray.
Yes.
Just a little bit of eyes.
Yeah.
So you can see.
Yeah.
But the rest of it's like all like smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's where the panels and the aerodynamics. So it's huge on aerodynamics, right?
Very, very huge.
Whereas Baja was like
no
aerodynamics at all.
No.
Okay.
So you have that, and then you have the Cruiser series, which more advanced teams do. They are multiple occupant vehicles, so either 2 to 4 people.
Wow.
And they are basically a full-size and full functioning vehicle where, you have this, you have a steering wheel, you have the dashboard, you have your control panels on the side, you have regular doors that open and out and stuff like that.
Wow.
So it looks like a manufactured vehicle. But you see all the solar cells and stuff all over the car.
Cool.
And everything's very lightweight. Popular guy. Everybody's looking for you.
Hey, what's up? You need something? Okay, can you wait? We're doing an interview right now on video. Do you need it right now? Can you come back in like 10 minutes? Alright, thanks. Okay, sorry about that.
So that's that. So those are the two types.
Yeah.
The race is usually somewhere in the U.S. Kind of changes yearly. This one's in Nebraska starting. I'm not sure where it ends. So that's the other part.
So it starts in Nebraska?
So it starts in Nebraska, and I believe it ends in a different state.
So you're gonna run. This is endurance.
Yeah. So it's an endurance. It's about 2,000 mile race.
What?
Yeah. It's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Do you know the country's 3,000 miles?
Yeah, it's a lot.
So you're going 2/3 the country.
Yeah. It's.
This is cool.
It is. It usually takes teams, I believe, 4 days or so.
Wow.
Yeah. And the car drives public roads, so our car actually has to be up to legal standards of the public road, and yeah, it can only be powered by the sun. Also, we can't stop and charge somewhere.
No kidding.
Only by the sun.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, this is cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
Wow.
So.
And are you using what kind of frame are you using? Is it tubes?
So yeah, so we're doing tubes, chromoly steel.
Chromoly.
Tubes.
Chromoly is like steel, but what would you describe it as? You could use less of it because it I don't want to say stronger, but
it's
in general stronger. But that's not a term. That's not an engineering.
It's harder.
Term. Harder.
It's
okay.
harder. It's a more brittle steel.
Okay.
So it doesn't like to bend all that much.
It can crack.
It can crack easier.
So you get some advantages, but in other areas you don't.
Yeah, it's very popular steel in racing
Yeah,
applications.
racing. Yeah.
Rally and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because of the ability to have the strength with the weight that it is. So it's got some
So if you think about like a piece of chalk is hard, but it can crack.
Yeah, it can crack really easily. So
and then
that's the ups and downs to it. You know, if we were using just regular 1080 steel, it would bend very easily, but we would never be able to crack it.
Right.
But if we did that, you know, we wouldn't be able to use a thinner wall thickness.
You got to go double wall thickness.
Yeah, and that makes the whole system heavier.
The wall thickness is, think about it, a tube, and there's a wall. How big is the wall of the tube? So that matters in engineering. Yeah. Okay, so your tube chassis. Yeah. And then what are you doing for a body?
So the body, we have to thank UC Berkeley in California for that.
Oh yeah.
They won this past year, first place, and they donated their winning body to us.
Oh, cool.
Well, the molds at least.
Yeah. All right.
So they shipped the mold to us, and we've received it this past couple months.
Oh, cool.
And we are going to be making that out of carbon fiber.
Whoa.
Yeah. So it's, the entire thing's carbon fiber.
So cool.
It's a massive body. It's almost 5 meters long. So it's a very, very huge body.
Cool.
So yeah, that's our
how much is 5 meters?
5 meters is about 15 feet. Yeah.
Okay. 15 feet's like a full size car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then how wide? About 5 or 6 feet wide?
Yeah, I think about 6 feet wide.
And how many drivers? One?
So one at a time.
Okay.
And I believe we have 3 drivers that we're choosing from.
Do you have like a place to go to the bathroom in the car?
No, we don't. Although that was a discussion at one of our meetings was to figure that out.
And so you get, and the whole top is panels or not?
So most of the top is panels. There's a limitation on how many panels you can have.
Oh really?
I believe it's 4 square meters of primary, and then you can have another 2 square meters of like a secondary panel.
Yeah.
Secondary panels you can use once you're pulled over to the side of the road and the car is stationary.
Okay.
You can then attach those secondary
that's cool.
panels and help charge.
This is amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna
How do we
crazy.
find out? Can we see pictures, or do you have like an Instagram account?
Yeah, so our Instagram is NJIT Solar Car.
Okay.
We have an Instagram, we have a Facebook, and we just created the website. It's still being worked on, but it's up and running.
So NJIT Solar, and you'll find it.
Yeah, NJIT Solar Car, and you'll find it. This is a brand new team.
Yeah.
We only started this in about August, so we're still,
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Are you using an AC motor or a DC motor?
I believe you're using a DC motor.
Okay.
I'm not too familiar with all the electricals at this point because they have like their own meetings. But yeah, we're using a DC motor. We're still deciding the power for it. We're using two.
Yeah. Two motors?
Yeah, two motors
really?
in the rear. One wasn't enough.
Okay.
But they are not the typical motor you think of.
They're
not the large cylindrical ones. They're hub motors.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Really?
So they're like that thick.
Wow, that's cool. Okay.
So we're gonna have them on the
nice
wheels.
Oh, this is so cool.
Yeah.
Like, if you're an engineer watching this, you're getting excited. And then what about obviously using lithium-ion batteries or lithium phosphate or whatever it is?
Yeah, we had a whole. Again, because the team is new, everybody had to like learn as much as they could about their section. Mm-hmm. So there was a big debate that we had on choosing which batteries to go to, and lithium ions was the ones that we went with.
Are you using 18650s?
Yes, 18650s are the ones we're using.
So 18650s are like, they look like AA batteries, but they're a little bit bigger. Mm-hmm. And this, believe it or not, that's what Tesla uses. They have in typical like a 7,000 cells in a Tesla car, and each one is fused at both ends. Mm-hmm. So if you lose one, no big deal because it's parallel then series. Yeah. So that's what they do in case something. Yeah. He's a Tesla fan, so am I. Yeah. You were lucky. You bought Tesla stock early.
Yeah.
He's smart. He was telling me to do it, and when it was like 130 or something like that, and I was like. Nah, I bought later, like around 250, and now we're up like 3 something. But I'm waiting until it gets to like 400, and then I'm getting rid of it. Yeah. Okay, what else can you tell us?
Yeah, so we're doing that. We have so our sub teams is mechanical, which takes care of body, chassis, suspension, steering, brakes, and ergonomics. That's also a big one because these cars, because they're fully encased, and you're in carbon fiber. Housing. Yeah. It gets very hot. Okay. And because it's in the summertime, you're on the road the entire day in the sun.
Are you gonna have air conditioning?
No.
You're gonna have ventilation.
So we're gonna have ventilations. Yes. So
maybe a suit that cools you.
Yeah. So we actually just got a URI grant, University Research and Innovation grant. Because we it's a new team, so we're trying to get the funding and stuff. And our ideas was creating a very efficient power system. Okay. So that way, we can have the car go from point A to point B. Yeah. But the other part of it was the ergonomics and safety of the driver. Oh. And that was where we want to do some more testing throughout the summer before competition, where we'll have sensors in the car that'll give us feedback through our telemetry.
So it's a smart car.
Yeah, so that way
like
we can
phone.
See. Yeah, we'll be able to see the heart rate of the driver.
Oh wow!
And the temperature inside the car.
Wow!
And we also have communication through the cockpit as well, so we can talk to the driver. So that way we can keep monitoring him just to make sure that he's okay. Yeah. And if we see the temperature's getting too hot before even he notices it, we know maybe now we can open up the vents. Oh, I see. It'll decrease your efficiency. Yeah. But you want to keep it open enough to cool the insides, and then once it's cool enough, you close it, you increase your efficiency again. I see. Very interesting. Mm-hmm. So it's like an active thing, and you have this subsystem that's supportive. Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, and it's not like we'll be taking his temperature and his heart rate, but it's not like he's gonna be strapped into stuff. Yeah. The car is the system. Oh sure. So once he gets in, the seat is what tells us it's the temperature. Oh, okay. We'll be using like PC heat sensors. And then the steering wheel itself is the heart rate monitor. Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, just like at the gym when you put your hands on the thing or whatever. That's cool. Yeah, exactly. This is amazing. Yeah. I'm so impressed. I think this is great. Yeah. I'm so glad. Well, what else do we have? We have the telemetry system. Okay. So we're going to have GPS. Wow. There's going to be Wi-Fi on the vehicle.
You don't get stuck in traffic.
Yeah. So we're going to have the car sending us information through what we call a lead card. Okay. And that is just where we have, the lead members inside of constantly checking the system of the vehicle while it's driving.
You're probably gonna chase it, right?
Yeah. Some of the more expensive teams, they have a lead car and a chase car.
Oh, I see.
I think we're just gonna have a lead car.
Okay. And then I see. I got it. But basically, it's a support staff. You're not going alone. There's people going with you. Mm-hmm. You're in the car racing, but there's a team on the side of you with a regular car checking on everything. And probably doing Wi-Fi connection or something like that.
Yeah.
What now? When is your first competition?
It is. Ooh, I should know this. It's towards the end of the summertime.
Oh wow, you don't got a lot of time at all.
We don't. We went to. Well, we sent our 2 directors. To last year's competition.
To see it.
Yeah, to see it and shadow the other teams, get information and contacts.
Okay.
That went very well, and then they told the teams over there that we were competing the next year.
Wow.
And everybody basically looked at them like, yeah, you're crazy.
Oh my god.
For if this was Baja, that's doable.
Yeah.
If this was Formula, that's hard, but still doable.
Because you have to design the system.
Yeah. So we also
of the drive system, not just the chassis.
Yeah, we also have a battery monitoring system and protection system, and that gets coded by us.
Wow.
So it's not just the mechanical side of it; it's also the coding side, the electrical side.
Wow.
The solar cells.
We teach coding here now too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Jesus Fernandez teaches. We have an engineer teaching coding. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That was another thing I actually needed because I suck at coding.
Yeah, me too. I didn't have coding growing up. No. Just see, are we still rolling? Yeah.
Okay.
This is a good interview. Wow, this is great.
Yeah, so everything is basically done by us. And so we told them a year. They were like, yeah, you're crazy. This takes at least 2 years to do.
Yeah.
But we got the molds for the body.
So you're ahead a little bit.
So that was like 6 months right there.
Okay. Yeah.
And we were getting a lot of support from teams. We have Skype interviews with other teams from solar cars that kind of talk to us and give us some guidance and feedback. And so far, we're actually doing very well on time.
Wow.
At least for the designing part. You have to give in these preliminary vehicle design reports to the inspectors of the actual competition, and they give you feedback. They give you statuses like red, yellow, green on how well you're doing.
Right.
And for us, compared to all the other teams who have been doing this, we're actually above average at the moment. So
that's cool.
As far as the design goes, we're doing good.
That's great. Now, are you the only crossover from the Baja SAE to here, or you got several members coming over?
So there's been a couple members that were in Baja for a little bit, and then they're here now.
Yeah.
I think there's only been like 2. But they weren't in Baja that long.
Okay.
They kind of just came and went.
All right.
And maybe it wasn't for them.
How many members do you have total for this team?
Right now, we have about 60 members.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But still, it doesn't matter. You need quality.
Yeah, we need quality.
You need people to experience.
Or at least hardworking people.
Yeah.
I would say the hardworking people, closer to 20, 25.
Wow, but that's pretty good.
Yeah, so good.
Wow.
But it is a lot because, this past August, there was like 8 of us.
Oh my God.
So we did a lot of outreach to get people on board.
Now, what about you have a separate room, or do you do it in the Baja room?
No, so we.
Where do you do this?
We don't have yet space for manufacturing the vehicle. That's something we're still working on.
Okay.
But where we do the designing and the meetings and stuff like that, we have our own place to do that for.
Okay.
Because it's very electrical and hands-on.
Yeah.
We go to the IEEE department over there.
Okay.
Which is international electrical.
I think I was over there once, and there's like a room where it's kind of a break room with some access. It's like a makerspace, but for electrical.
Yeah, like soldering stuff there and resistors and stuff laying around.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of like that.
One of the challenges I have at teaching Bergen, I do the electric truck.
Okay. Yeah.
But I don't have that many members. And I remember learning from you that the sub teams, having one person and then people underneath them, how does that work out? What are some of the challenges with that? Yeah.
So the challenge with that, I think the first thing that comes to mind is getting everybody on the same page.
Yeah.
When you do have that order of management.
Yeah.
Everybody, like let's say sub team leader and then members. All the members have to know where to get the information from the sub team leader. So we use something called Slack.
Okay.
The app for group messaging.
Yeah.
That's where everything kind of goes into. Anything that's important, notices, dates, decisions. designs, that's where all that goes. So every member has to know, I have to always keep checking Slack. That's where I have to go to get the information.
Okay.
And that's a little difficult because, when people join in, they kind of just join in and expect everything's going to be done in the meetings.
Right.
They have to get used to constantly checking.
Stuff's on the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's constantly updating.
Yeah.
And what do you do about members that come in with, let's say, no skill or missing skills? How do they learn?
So that's very difficult. I've had that issue a couple times already.
Yeah.
With that one, it really depends on the person who's coming to you. If they're a dedicated person, it makes the process much easier.
Sure.
So what I usually do is I say, okay, if you've never done anything like this is taboo for you, but you're interested.
Right.
I'm not gonna have you design anything.
Right.
I'm not gonna make you make important decisions or anything like that. Just shadow someone. Shadow someone that I recommend to you that has some knowledge in this. So I have a guy that knows more about the suspension. I have another guy that knows more about the brakes. Another guy that knows more about the steering. So I tell them, hey, talk to them, to that person, and just kind of like leech onto them. Learn from them for a bit.
Sure.
And have them give you the guidance of, okay, this is what this component is, and that's what it does. This is why this is important. This is how you do calculations. After a couple months, they'll start to learn it, and then they'll start to be able to do their own work.
So you kind of have apprenticeships.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I need to do that because we lose people every 2 years, and then also we don't have a feeder program, so people come in with like almost nothing.
Right.
So I'm gonna try and work. I think I'm gonna do like a sub team thing at Bergen.
And the other thing is document everything. Document the decisions. That's what we're doing.
What do you use for that? Slack?
We use Google Drive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. One document and it keeps on getting longer, or perfect.
Yeah. So we have like a solar car. We have like a solar car project document and a solar car team. So like the team is more like the logistics of things because we do have a business and marketing sub team as well. So we go to
you have a marketing team.
Yeah, we have
That's
a marketing
awesome.
team. Yeah,
and then you have a budget team, business team.
Yeah, the directors that started this whole thing, they really wanted this to be like an official company-like team.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
So, which is unlike like the Baja team or teams where they have sub-team leaders and they have the captain and stuff like that. But it's more in a team layout. It's not a business layout. And that's where we're kind of different. We want to do more like a business layout.
That's cool. Well, look, I mean, startup companies are a real thing, so you learn a lot coming out of this. That's cool.
So we have like management. We get guys from the management department, business department to bring them in.
Right.
But what was I gonna say?
Business and running it like a business, budgeting.
Yeah. So budgeting is a big one.
Yeah.
So we have on the folders, on the team side, logistics, sponsorships, budgets, timelines, deadlines, stuff like that.
Right.
And then on the solar project side, that's the engineering side.
Okay.
And then that gets divided into mechanical, solar, battery,
right,
BPS, telemetry.
Wow.
Like that. Yeah.
This is awesome. I think this is amazing what you're doing. Well.
Yeah, it's a lot.
We got a lot of information there. I think this is a fantastic overview.
Yep.
Anything else you want to add?
I don't know. Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah. Follow us. So NGIT Solar.
Solar car, yeah.
Yeah. And if they want to see, let's see, and then the Baja team. That's NJIT Baja, basically.
Yeah, I believe it's NJIT Baja SAE. They have it as.
Okay.
They have a much more mature Instagram. They've been on for longer.
Okay.
I had control of that one when I was on the team and kind of helped grow it. They've done a lot with it now. So it's great.
How do you delegate the social media? Is that the marketing team, or one person holds the account for a while and then they pass it off to the next person?
So I believe all the sub team leaders and the directors have the account login. For that.
You can have multiple people log into one Instagram.
Yeah, they can. I don't think they can log in at the same time.
Okay.
But yes. So what we do is we kind of just talk about, hey, we went to this event or we did this thing that's new that we should probably share.
Right.
We'll take pictures. We'll go to like our sub team leader meetings.
Yeah.
And then we'll say, okay, we have this, and should we share this? Should we share that? So we talk about it and then we'll put it up. It's still growing, so we kind of have to do like a rapid kind of pace thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now, okay, to wrap it up, I got one final question for you. What is the future look like for you? What?
No idea.
Okay.
No, I
do you have like a plan? Like, do you?
I'm 50-50 at the moment. I'm still deciding whether I should just keep going to school to get my master's.
Yeah, you seem like you're in a good place, so why not stay there?
But then the other side is, so much in debt. I want to do real world work.
Sure.
Too. So I want to do vehicle prototyping. Which is basically what I do now for the past 3 years.
So cool.
So I want to try and do that either. And my goal is Tesla, but other car companies.
Right. Right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think you'll be working at Tesla.
I hope so.
If Tesla's paying attention.
Yeah.
He's your guy.
Please.
And if there's anything missing in his skills, let us know so we can get you ready.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And if there's any other alumni that would like to come in and do an interview, I think it's very beneficial. For me, as a teacher, I get to learn what worked and what didn't. And then I also get to talk to the current students and get them to we're just doing a video.
Oh.
Right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, give me 1 second. We're signing off. What the interviews do is it's great for students to see what it's like to be in college, and then the administrators get to see that these machines are very valuable for hands-on work, and the SolidWorks is important, and then also for other alumni, come on in. Let's talk about what's going on in the world. And okay, thanks for watching. I'm Mr. G. This is Adrian, and we'll see you later.
Somebody talk.